In this next video, we're going to go over updating vendor information on our Reach site. So for this also must be done in Internet Explorer. Sometimes it works in Microsoft Chrome or in Windows Chrome, but I've just found that it always works in Internet Explorer, so that's just what I've always used. So for updating vendor information that's going to go onto our Reach site, we will go to brandwise.com, log in. For the back side of our actual Reach site, we'll use the OPADMIN login. Now on this, we'll utilize the landing pages and the supplier columns. Here you'll have to physically click Barron Collection, and then we can go ahead and select a supplier. For example, here is a new line. If this was a new line that I had not done anything to, we would have to go ahead and click 8 Oak Lane and Supplier Template. But since we see here there is something already associated with that line, we can go ahead and edit what we already have. So here, we can go ahead and press Edit. There are 3 things that are necessary. Actually, I take that back. There's 4 things that are necessary in order to upload a new vendor to our Reach site, and it is the display name, the description, display start date. This is really an internal piece, but is still required, and an image. This image will show up in the left-hand supplier column at the very bottom, and we're utilizing the logos. Now here, these 3 pieces are pretty easy. Follow the descriptions. The main image that you have is sometimes kind of tricky. This is the largest size that you can have, which is that 350 pixels wide. If you do try to browse, take one of your pictures and upload it, and nothing shows up in this area, that means that you do have to resize the picture. Sometimes you do have to kind of play around with it in order to make it show up. And it also, the page on Brandwise won't save if the image is too big. Now this next portion is the tricky portion. This is the coding, HTML coding that we've been utilizing for each of those supplier columns on the left-hand side. I go ahead and copy and paste them in for any new vendors. It's easy just to fill in the blanks. So for example, I leave everything the same except here I would utilize the description, terms, put in whatever terms they need, net 30, shipping, denoted here, and where the products are shipping from. We've also added in recently this contact area. So questions, call us at our phone number, and also email us at portal@barroncollection.com. And after you've entered in all of that, you'll click Save. Now let's say you are adding something in here and you want to change the color, or you want to add something as bold, but you want to see if it's actually going to work before you go ahead and save it. After you press Save, you can go ahead and preview it here. This is where you'll see what everything's going to look like. The only downside about the preview page is that everything is kind of pushed over to the side. It won't look like this on our Reach site because there will be that denoted line as well as where the catalogs will be placed. But it is just good to know that, oh, you know, these are centered, this is bold like we had wanted it. And that is there. And here you can go through and see all of our different lines. It will still show old lines that might still have data or, you know, commissions or something still associated with it. So you kind of just have to pick and choose your way through there.